Dawn broke over the forgotten forest. The first light of day crept over the horizon, casting a golden hue over the treetops. The forest, shrouded in mystery and ancient tales, began to stir from its slumber. Each morning, the forest awoke to a symphony of sounds and sights that told stories of old. Mist, like spun silver, clung to the ancient trees. It wove through the branches, wrapping the forest in a delicate embrace. The mist was a silent guardian, holding the secrets of the forest within its ethereal grasp. As it moved, it revealed glimpses of the forest's hidden wonders, only to conceal them once more. Sunlight dripped through the canopy in shimmering shards. Each beam of light danced upon the leaves, creating a mosaic of shadows and light on the forest floor. The interplay of light and shadow was a testament to the forest's ever-changing nature, a dance that had been performed for centuries. The air hummed with the murmur of unseen life. In the undergrowth, insects buzzed and scurried, each playing their part in the forest's intricate web of life. Birds flitted from branch to branch, their songs adding to the forest's symphony. Every creature, no matter how small, had a role to play in this vibrant ecosystem. A symphony of birdsong echoed through the stillness. Each note was a call, a message, a story. The birds sang of the day's promise, of the forest's beauty, and of the life that thrived within its bounds. Their songs were a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things, a melody that resonated with the very soul of the forest. It was a place of secrets, whispered on the wind. The gentle breeze carried tales of old, stories of the forest's past and promises of its future. Each rustle of leaves, each whisper of the wind was a reminder of the forest's timeless nature. It was a place where the past and present coexisted, where every sound and sight told a story waiting to be discovered. A lone figure emerged from the mist. Elara, they were called. The forest seemed to breathe around her, the mist curling and unfurling like ancient whispers. She was a wanderer, a seeker of truths hidden in the shadows of the trees. The path she walked was not just a physical journey, but a quest for understanding, for connection with the world around her and within herself, drawn by a yearning for something lost, something forgotten. Elara's heart was a compass, guiding her through the labyrinth of the forest. Each tree, each leaf seemed to hold a fragment of a story, a piece of a puzzle she was determined to solve. The forest was ancient, its roots deep in the earth, its branches reaching for the sky, a living testament to time and memory. Her eyes, the color of moss after rain, scanned the path ahead. They were eyes that had seen much, that held the wisdom of countless journeys. In their depths one could see the reflection of the forest, the interplay of light and shadow, the dance of life and decay. Elara's gaze was steady, her resolve unshaken as she moved forward step by step into the unknown. Each step was a whisper on the forest floor, a promise of discovery. The leaves beneath her feet crunched softly, a symphony of nature's music. The air was thick with the scent of earth and foliage, a reminder of the cycle of life. Elara felt a deep connection to this place, as if the forest itself was guiding her, revealing its secrets one by one. She knew that her journey was far from over, but with each step she felt closer to the truth she sought. The forest welcomed Elara into its embrace. Giant ferns unfurled beside the path, their fronds like emerald lace. Strange and beautiful flowers bloomed in profusion. Their petals held the colors of a forgotten sunset. A startled deer, eyes wide and dark, vanished into the undergrowth. Deeper into the forest Elara ventured. She had heard tales of this place, whispered among the villagers, stories of an ancient civilization that once thrived in these woods. The path was narrow and winding, barely visible beneath the thick carpet of fallen leaves. Each step she took was accompanied by the soft crunch of twigs and the rustle of leaves, a symphony of nature that seemed to guide her deeper into the heart of the forest. The trees grew taller here, their branches intertwined overhead, forming a natural cathedral. Sunlight filtered through the dense canopy, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. The air was cool and fresh, filled with the earthy scent of moss and the distant call of birds. Elara felt a sense of awe and reverence as she walked beneath these ancient giants, their silent presence a testament to the passage of time. The air was thick with the scent of pine and damp earth, a heady mixture that filled her lungs with each breath. The ground beneath her feet was soft and spongy, covered in a thick layer of pine needles that muffled her footsteps. A gentle mist hung in the air, giving the forest an ethereal quality, as if she had stepped into another world, a place untouched by time. Then through the trees she saw it. At first it was just a shadow, a darker shape among the greens and browns of the forest. But as she drew closer, the shape took form, revealing itself to be something man-made, something ancient. Her heart quickened with excitement and a touch of fear. What secrets did this place hold? What stories were etched into its stones? A crumbling archway, half hidden by vines, stood before her. The stones were weathered and worn, covered in a thick layer of moss and lichen. Vines snaked their way up the sides, their tendrils weaving in and out of the cracks. It was a gateway to another time, a portal to the past. Ilara reached out, her fingers brushing against the cool, rough surface of the stone. She could feel the history beneath her fingertips, the echoes of a long-forgotten era. Beyond it lay the ruins of a forgotten city, its stones etched with strange and beautiful carvings. The buildings were in various states of decay, some little more than piles of rubble, others still standing, their walls adorned with intricate designs. Ilara wandered through the ruins, her eyes wide with wonder. Each carving told a story, each stone a piece of the puzzle. She could almost hear the voices of the people who once lived here, their laughter and their sorrow, their hopes and their dreams. This was a place of mystery and magic, a place where the past and the present intertwined, where the echoes of history could still be heard in the whisper of the wind and the rustle of the leaves.